Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 18 content, and as we all know, with the latest DLC update, it increased the level cap for custom characters up to 160, which is absolutely insane, and now we can just create the most overpowered / broken builds. Today, we have a complete guide that will kind of help us with that in terms of ki and stamina. You know, we can mix and calculate the attribute points that we put in the actual system with our favorite or most overpowered QQ bangs that we have unlocked. So before we get started, I will break down this chart. A massive thanks to RDF for creating this. We also have Annie for updating the information, what's provided here in today's video, and quality control done by Revi6344. I will have them linked down below. Huge shout outs to them just because they've been doing this for a while now. As we all know, we've had many different level caps, starting off with the basic 80, then we got 85, 90, 99, then with even more DLCs, it went up to 120, 140, and now 160. I'm pretty sure they're going to be updating this for the next couple DLCs as well. Chapters Sagas 3 and 4 with level cap 180 and 200. That's going to be extremely crazy. So once again, huge shout outs to them just for helping out the community in terms of trying to create the most god mode custom character that suits our particular playstyle, right? So if we go up here, top left corner, it does say this is a table list of the new level 160 attribute point system. This table serves as a reference for creating builds that utilize a +5 arrow QQ bang, maximizing both ki and stamina. Based on the last version of the save editor, the information provided in this spreadsheet is highly accurate. Now, it's not just for a +5 QQ bang. As you can see down here, we have the different tabs. So if you have a +4 QQ bang in ki and stamina, then we can work off of this chart right here. We also have a +3 QQ bang, +2, +1, and even a neutral QQ bang, which means no points added in the ki and stamina category. So how exactly do you read this chart? What is it trying to say to us? Let's go ahead and break all that down. Basically, it tells you how many attribute points you need to implement in the respective category to get an additional ki or stamina bar. So just to reiterate, this is a level 160 maxed out custom character with no QQ bang added. So right off the bat, you'll automatically have 6 full bars of ki and stamina because that's what a level 160 does. It increases the original power level. However, if you want that additional 7, 8, 9, 10 total bars of ki and stamina, then these are the points that you need to include, right? So for a max ki of 7 bars, you need to add only 34 points. If you want 10 stamina bars, then you need to add a total of 114 points for a character that's 160 with no QQ bang, right? So that's essentially how you read it. We're going to be going through each specific QQ bang just because I know there's a lot of different builds out there. Now, my personal opinion, I say, find that QQ bang that you always use, your favorite one, the most overpowered one that you have, whatever it may be, just the one that you always use, right? And then use that QQ bang as the foundation. That's how I'm going to be going about this. I'm going to be picking my favorite QQ bang, using that as the foundation, and then build up from there. Start adding the correct amount of attribute points into the ki and stamina category to get that correct amount of total bars that I want for my main character build. So just for an example, here we have a level 6 QQ bang. This is not my main one. This is not the one I use. Again, this is just for video purposes. But this does give me an additional +5 into health, +1 ki, +2 stamina, +5 basic attack, +1 strike supers, and +5 ki blast supers. Obviously, I'm going to be lacking in the ki and stamina department. I'm going to want a bit of additional ki and stamina bars. So since I have +1 in ki, I would have to go over here to the +1 QQ bang charts, and let's say I want 10 ki bars. I would have to throw in an additional 121 attribute points to get that total of 10 ki. And since the QQ bang has a +2 stamina, go over here to the +2 QQ bang chart, and let's say I want 12 stamina bars. I would have to throw in an additional 161 attribute points under the stamina category to get the 12 stamina bars. That's essentially how I'm going to be doing this, again, using the QQ bang as the foundation and building up from there. Of course, you don't necessarily have to do that. Build your own character how you want, but For the rest of this video, we're just going to be going through each number of QQ Bang, just mainly the max amount of key and stamina bars that we can get with each QQ Bang. So here we have the +1. The total amount of key that we can get and stamina would be 11 key bars and 12 stamina bars. Now for a +2, check that out. So we automatically have 7 full stamina bars. Again, this is for a 160 custom character with a +2 QQ Bang. So we don't necessarily need to add any points if you just want 7 stamina bars, right? Which I recommend probably get a little bit more than 7 stamina bars, just because that's only, what, 3 snap vanishes or so. Of course, there are specific character builds that only have like 3 or 4 staminas. Again, just up to y'all. But the max amount that we can get for a +2 QQ Bang level 160 custom character would be 11 key bars and 12 stamina bars. So same thing as a +1 QQ Bang. Obviously, the more pluses you have in a QQ Bang, it's just going to consume a lot less attribute points. So that's like the main difference from a +1 and +2, which is basic knowledge there. For +3, same amount. No, so +3 QQ Bang, we have 8 stamina bars right off the bat. That's cool. And if you want 8 key bars, just go ahead and throw an additional 19. But for the max right here, we can get a total of 12 key bars and 13 stamina bars, with these being the attribute point system. Now for +4, this is kind of cool. It's the same thing, just will cost you a lot less attribute points. Now for +5, this is the one that everybody's mainly going to be using, right? Check that out. With a +5, we have 9 stamina bars for free and 8 key bars. And the max that we can get would be 13 key bars and 187 stamina bars. Now down here we do have a small note. Having 14 and above bars of key and 15 bars of stamina is not possible because we lack the necessary levels to acquire them without the use of a super soul that increase your total amount of max key and max stamina. Obviously, there are super souls that can increase your stamina and key bars, but again, this is just for the base power level with the attribute points and the QQ Bang. So this is just an epic chart to help you create the most ideal build for your playstyle without wasting additional points, right? So this is why I feel like this is beneficial to every single Xenoverse 2 player out there that, of course, plays as their custom character, because if you play as a cast character, then this doesn't necessarily cater to you, which is totally fine. But it doesn't matter if you play online competitively or, you know, play offline parallel quest missions with friends. Anybody can use this chart to use the correct amount of attribute points to get that certain amount of key and stamina bars that you need with your favorite QQ Bang, right? So that's essentially what this is telling us. Once again, massive thanks to RDF 2050, Annie, and Revi for creating this chart for the community over here. And this is it for today's video. Really just wanted to let you guys know that we can create the God mode custom character right off the bat. Hey, and once that level 180 update drops, you know, hopefully for chapter 3 and then so on and so forth, chapter 4 with 200, I'm sure RDF and the guys will go ahead and update the chart as well. So thank you guys for the immense support. If I made this confusing, I know I probably did, I'm sorry about that. But again, I'll have RDF's Twitter linked down below in the description. You can find this chart over there on his page. Thank you guys for the immense support as per usual, and I'll see you guys in the next Xenoverse 2 video. Peace!